When we talk about internal quality assurance, one of the most important responsibilities is sampling the assessor's decisions. An IQA cannot and should not check every piece of evidence from every learner. That would become double assessment rather than quality assurance, and it would be ineffective, inconsistent, and remain impossible to maintain. Instead, the IQA uses structured sampling techniques to check that the assessment decisions are fair, consistent, and aligned with what's required by the standards. There are several recognized approaches to sampling, and each has strengths and limitations. Understanding these approaches helps an IQA build a robust and defensible sampling strategy. The first is diagonal sampling. This means looking across the whole cohort but selecting different pieces of work and evidence from different learners. For example, Assignment 1 from Learner 1, Assignment 2 from Learner 2, Assignment 3 from Learner 3, and so on. This technique gives a broad feel for the course, ensures coverage across the group, and often highlights inconsistencies in particular types of evidence. The next is horizontal sampling. This involves following the same activity or the same type of evidence across all learners. For example, sampling all observations or all written assignments across the entire group. This helps you compare assessors' decisions for the same task, and it's one of the best ways to identify variation in marking styles or interpretation of criteria. You may also use percentage sampling. This is simple. You decide a percentage of work that you'll sample for each assessor or each cohort. 10% is common, but the exact level depends on risk, assessor experience, and the needs of the centre. This is an easy method to manage, but on its own it can miss patterns or themes if not combined with other techniques. Random sampling is exactly what it sounds like, choosing work without any preset pattern. While this can produce a fair cross-section, it's unpredictable and it should be used alongside other, more structured approaches rather than as the sole method. Finally, theme-based sampling looks at one particular activity or theme across all learners, such as all observations, all multiple-choice assessments, or all reflective accounts. This helps identify issues within a particular assessment type and gives a clear picture of how consistent the assessor is in a particular area. Beyond sampling paperwork, we also need to talk about observation. Observation is a critical part of the IQA practice. It means watching the assessor carrying out live assessment with a learner. This allows you to see the assessor's professional practice in their interaction with the learner and how they apply the assessment criteria in real time. Although observational IQA is more time-consuming and sometimes resource-intensive, it is one of the strongest ways of maintaining consistency and ensuring high-quality assessment across the centre. The key point to remember is that IQA is not just about quantity, it's about quality. A well-planned mix of diagonal, horizontal and theme-based sampling is usually the most effective approach. Percentage and random sampling can support this plan, but should not be used as the only method. A balanced strategy ensures every assessor is covered, every method of assessment is checked, and the full range of learners' work is properly reviewed. As an IQA, you will no doubt identify problems or inconsistencies in assessors' work. This is normal, and that's exactly why IQA exists. Whenever you complete sampling, you should produce a clear and supportive report. This report should highlight good assessment practice, but also flag any issues, gaps, or areas that need improvement. Sharing these findings with assessors is essential, and action plans can be agreed where necessary. To support consistency, many IQAs use a standard checklist during all sampling activities. This helps ensure that each sample is approached in the same way and nothing is missed. It also creates a clear audit trail for the awarding organisation. Another important factor is the experience level of the assessor. New assessors may require more frequent sampling or closer monitoring, while experienced assessors may need less. Sampling should be risk-based and proportionate to the confidence you have in the assessor's performance and track record. Finally, technology now plays a major role in IQA. Online learning platforms, e-portfolios and digital communication tools allow assessors and IQAs to work more effectively, even when they're not in the same location. Video calls, shared documents, digital evidence, email communication, and virtual standardization meetings all help support the quality assurance process. Technology also ensures evidence is stored safely, securely, in a way that's easy to review during sampling. In summary, effective sampling is the heart of internal quality assurance. It requires thoughtful planning, a balanced range of techniques, good communication with assessors, and the intelligent use of technology. When done well, sampling strengthens the reliability of assessments, supports the development of assessors, and ensures fair and consistent experience for every learner.